So we're talking about Man in the Alley, and you mentioned you want to be the man in the alley.
Right, because based on the character I'm talking about, I remember him so vividly. The guy actually that inspired this poem. Tattered clothes. Last time I saw him, he was hollering at the top of his lungs, walking down the street with his hands up. So I knew he had lost it. But when I met him, people in the Open Door Mission where I met him were already saying, well, this guy was crazy. He was brilliant from years ago, but something happened to his mind. But when I met him, I thought he was brilliant. He seemed brilliant to me. But by the time I saw him, a couple of years went by before I saw him, and I was getting ready to leave New York. And I saw him maybe a month before I left New York, and he had really digressed. Mentally, he had digressed. So I think I could act that out. Not saying anything, but just my actions. You know, just, but that's why I'd like to at least try it.
But what?
And maybe the music could just, you know, I'm stumbling around, I'm mad at for no apparent reason, that kind of thing. That's what I saw it as being. But just to try it. Doesn't work, somebody else can do it another way.
Are you willing to stand by the freeway?
Oh, for sure.
Like that?
Oh, for sure. No doubt about it, for sure. And look,
we have it on tape.
I can look really messed up. I can look really messed up. I played a heroin addict one time on stage. My daughter was in the audience, and I heard her from the audience say, "What's wrong with Daddy?" It really disturbed her. So I can go for some reason, I don't know, but when it's really far attached from me, I can get into it a little bit more. But anyway, that's what I'd like to try. So and we don't have to do it that just because I said that.
But you said you want to act it. Do you want to direct it also?
You can be the director and the actor too.
Yeah. Writer, director, actor, producer. Damn.
I don't know. I just see him.
You're the motherfucking
wizard.
I'm getting it from you guys. But yeah, What is it? Oh, go on, and then I'll ask you guys a question.
So
you can ask now before you forget, because you always forget your question.
With? Which one do you guys want to start with? Maybe we could do. Oh, okay.
We should start with Man in the Alley.
I think we should start with Jeffery Road.
Well, yeah, Jeffery Road is
that little. You want to do it that way?
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
You know, the whole that's the thing for everything.
Jeffery you mean Road. You want to start?
If that's the beginning.
You want to go by the order.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, so we're talking about concepts, right? So letter to father was the one that actually I was thinking about today. And for some reason I was watching this video, because we were supposed to be watching videos, music videos today, to get inspired or to get some ideas. And there was a song called Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. And anyways, it's actually a Prince song. Prince wrote it for her. But the video is very simple. I'll show it to you later. Where it's just basically a close-up of her face. It's just her face. And it's very simple, right? But when I was looking at it, she was going through the cemetery and she was going through mausoleums. And I'm like, okay, what if you were writing a letter? So basically what I wrote is, Jeffrey, or whoever's playing Jeffrey, you're seen writing a heart-to-heart letter to your father. Maybe you begin to read it out loud instead of having the music, because sometimes when you hear the music, it's kind of upbeat. And it shouldn't be that upbeat. I don't know, or maybe, and so we get a little bit more emotional there. We can begin with the song or end with the song. It's up to you. Now, the close-up of your face, basically, we don't know where you are. So the whole time that we're watching the video, we're just hearing your testimonial, your letter to your father. Then I was thinking of having somebody walking in the background, like a shadow of your father in the background, out of focus. Then Jeffrey, or whoever's playing you, plays a letter on your father's grave. So basically the whole time you were in the cemetery, you were writing this to your father, but your father's already passed away, and you were just letting go of all these emotions, right? And I wrote here, the end, it will be the shot of Jeffrey walking away, going out of focus, and zooming in and out on the gravestone. And we'll probably have tons of gravestones that says father, beloved father, whatever. We'll just focus on those words. It can be Forest Lawn. We have Glendale, Burbank. We have the San Fernando Cemetery also. I think we should omit the voicemail part, because you have a voicemail, leave a message voice. I think for this particular story, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
That's it. That's what I was thinking.
Good ideas. We can use them all.
So, but I always want to do I holler sometimes because I like the music, I like the beats, and then after I.
And you broke that down a lot,
right?
More than I ever broke it down.
After I went through the lyrics and really went through the frustrations with the song, I said, "Oh, I want to mix different media." So I would like to have the music, the poetry being read by you, and I'd also like to have dancers with mixed media in the background. And so I would like to take different shots around LA like we were doing and have them perform in front of these frustrations.
I like that.
And so it'd be a lot of little busy little clips to indicate them all. I may not get every single one of them, but I surely would like to get it. And I would also like to have some media of to share that frustration. For example, if we're talking about children that are hungry, I don't want to photograph hungry children, but I'd like to bring in some not clip art, but some media clips that's cascading in the background. It may be portrayed on the stage on a big screen with dancers. So I have a lot of ideas to mix up different media with I Holler sometimes. And then No Consequences is the other one that I would like to direct because, again, I like the music and I also like the fact that it tells a story about, because there's no consequences for you, there's consequences for me.
Right.
And so those are the two that I am really interested in. I also would like to direct Man in the Alley, but I wanted to do that miming.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you didn't mention that.
But
do it. You know, we could do it some different ways. I'll just threw that out there, and I figured I'd tell you guys how.
Maybe we could do them both. Because we got plenty of cameras.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think different angles.
Different angles and different
visions too. Because
and then we just vote on which one you guys like the most. Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I think we should because that gives us an opportunity to create. Learn about our cameras and the software to edit it with, and get a chance to meet some dancers and learn how to choreograph ourselves. And that's one thing I have found thus far with us dealing with this project. Whatever we haven't been able to get, we learn this skill set ourselves and then share it.
Yeah, that's the best lesson. We learn how to do stuff on our own. It really, what you guys can do with a camera now is amazing. You really don't need a lot of folks now. We need a couple of dancers. And I think if we really put our heads to it, we probably could come up with some steps. Maybe not any fluent jumping all over the place, but probably could come up with something like that.
We could do it. And I'm sure we could, once we tap into this this high school market, there's going to be some students that have some older brothers and sisters and cousins, and we still have Mama Hayes' group.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
To, and then there's other groups like that that we haven't even tapped into yet because we had such a schedule to compress everything in. Now we got plenty of time, and we're going to have staff to help us.
Yeah.
with the mentorship program. And so it may be one person is just calling all the choreographers in the southern, the whole valley area, talking to them. We give them a script.